Hi students, in this video we're going to walk through your online course and your syllabus for Architecture 251 Environmental Control Systems for Buildings. Here's our course homepage, and let's briefly walk through what you're going to see when you open up our course. First of all, you want to make sure that you're in the right spot, Architecture 251. Right below that is our news section. Now, as of the time that I'm recording this video, there are no news announcements right here. But typically, I communicate with students through these news announcements at least once a week. So keep your eye on this section. Immediately below that is a content browser. Right? And you can use this to access our weekly content for the course. That's not my favorite place though. I prefer this section right here that says content, all right, because it will give you an overview so you can easily click between different sections of the course. There's one more piece of this homepage that I want to take a look at, and that's the calendar right here. The calendar is going to alert you to upcoming events such as assignments being due, etc. All right, and when your different modules will become available. And let me scroll down here. You can also use the calendar to access my office hours. So if you click on that, there will be a Zoom link that you can come join me for office hours. Let me scroll back up and mention one more thing while we're on this page, and that's up here, the profile. Please take a few minutes right here in the beginning of the semester, if you haven't done it already, to check your profile, add a photo if you feel comfortable doing so. All right. If you don't want it to be a photo of yourself, you can use an icon or other image. But it really does help to have something there during our discussion forums. Also, I want you to let me click on this to go to the notifications setting right here and make sure that you are getting notified for everything in our course, specifically for those news announcements. All right, you want to get those right away in case something, in case I have something interesting to say, like, oops, don't do this assignment yet, there's a problem. So let's go look at the content section and look at our course modules. I'm right here, and you can see that in the content section, we have a table of contents over here on the left with our weekly modules, week 1, week 2, week 3, etc. Right? Each of those weekly modules is going to have, they call them sub-modules, I think. Anyway, one that collects all the content, everything that you're supposed to read and learn from and watch, right? And one that collects all of the activities. Everything in the activities section is what you're supposed to do and turn in. Here in the week 1 module, if we take a look at the week 1 contents, the very first thing is the syllabus. So let's take a look at that together. And here in the syllabus page, if you scroll down, all the way down, there's a spot right here where you can download the syllabus, the PDF file for your records if you choose to do so. All right. Or you can come up here and just simply view it like we're about to. All right, so let's take a quick tour. I do want you to read this more closely on your own, but I'm going to hit some highlights. So let's scroll down and you can see here is my contact information, right, if you are looking for that. Here's the description of our course and our required textbook. All right, let's talk about these supplies briefly. All right, you don't need a whole lot of extra for this particular course. Because it's an online course, you do need a computer with an up-to-date web browser and some good internet access. All right, you are going to need a scanner, all right, for hand-drawn sketches. in order to upload them. But the good thing is that your smartphone will work for that. All right. And I highly recommend the free app called Adobe Scan. All right. So go ahead and download and use that for our course. You're also going to want a video camera for later in the course when there is a couple of video assignments. Again, your smartphone camera will work for that, or a webcam. All right. We're not going to specifically be doing any drafting this semester, so you're not going to need software such as SketchUp, AutoCAD, Revit, etc. Let's keep scrolling down here. We've already reviewed the learning outcomes in the previous video. And I want to make sure that you hit this piece right here and realize that your grades are determined by your weekly work, discussions, quizzes, and assignments. All right, you can see already that that is 70% of your grade. All right, so keep up with the weekly work and you'll be doing well in this course. All right, you're also going to have projects and exams. Let's keep scrolling down. All right. And I want to make sure that everybody understands, all right, that you need to stay current in the course. I expect you to log into the D2L course at least about 3 times a week. All right. Seems to be a happy medium. And that will add up to, by the time you add up all the readings, the course content, and the activities, it's going to add up to between 9 to 12 hours a week, all right, to succeed in this course. So I need you to read the rest of this more fully on your own. And let me, pardon me. Let me hit this piece, which is the late assignment policy. In general, for discussions and quizzes in our D2L course, they are going to close on their date, all right, and you won't be able to participate in those any further. The assignments have due dates, all right, as well, but because life happens, and I do understand, I do accept late assignments, and I accept them until 1 week before either the midterm or the final, depending on which half of the semester we're in, right, with a 10% penalty. Right. Projects and exams are also due on the date posted, and no late projects or exams will be accepted. Let's scroll down, and I want you to read these sections more carefully on your own. Right? And I want to hit this section on diversity and inclusion and students in need of accommodations. If either of these applies to you, I want to say welcome. I'm very happy to have you in my course. If there's anything that I can do to make you feel more comfortable or to support the way that you learn, please reach out, and I am more than happy to support you. Let me continue down to the last page of our syllabus. All right, this is going to be our course calendar. And right now we're taking a look at spring of 23. If you are watching this in a different semester, please go carefully read your syllabus and course calendar for your current semester. All right, so taking a look at this, you can see that we are organized into weekly modules. All right, and each module has a title. This is kind of our topic or what we're going to study that week. All right, and they have an assigned textbook chapter. Now there's a little asterisk here, and if you go down all the way to the bottom, it says see weekly modules for more specific textbook readings, and that's because in many of these cases I have pulled out specific page numbers, all right, rather than the entire chapter. So please take a look more carefully at that. Let me slide back up here. All right. For each module, we have a series of dates, when the module begins, when the module ends, and there's actually some early access, and there is a mid-week deadline. All right. So all of these dates are supplied for each module. Scrolling down, you can see that for this course we have a midterm exam. All right, and this is when all of the first half of those activities will be accepted. Remember, late activities will be accepted here. We have our midterm break. Sliding down, we have a project due at the end of the semester, and also your late assignments would be accepted right here. And we'll end the semester, surprise, surprise, with a final exam. So that's your quick walkthrough of the syllabus. Let's go back and hit some of the more important things in your welcome module in your course. So here we are in the week 1 content. If you will slide down, you'll see this section that says, let's see, which one do I want to hit? How to navigate the course. Let me click on this. All right, and please read through all of the information in your welcome module, of course. What I wanted to show you here, now you already learned about weekly modules, content, activities, assignments. All right, please read this. I wanted to talk about this weekly schedule. All right, each weekly module is going to officially begin on Monday morning, and I have it kind of diagrammed here. And you can expect a weekly announcement to kick off your module. And I want you to go ahead and start by reading your textbook and working through the online content. All right. By Wednesday, end of day Wednesday, I would like you to make your initial post in our weekly discussion forum. And I also suggest, now this is not a hard and fast deadline, but I suggest that you make your first attempt at the quiz. By the end of the module, by Sunday, you need to continue your discussion forum, all right, by making comments and replies. And you need to finish off the quiz. Every quiz allows you to take it up to 3 times, and only your highest score counts, right? And of course, there will be a weekly assignment also due at the end of the week. Right. Now, some students only are available to work on class during the weekends. So I've actually opened up the course early so that those students can have 2 weeks, all right, 2 weekends to view our modules, all right, instead of trying to fit it all into one weekend. So can you work ahead? Yes, a little bit. All right. I've actually opened the module on Friday mornings. All right. And so you can see you can actually stack those modules. There will be 2 modules open every weekend. All right, that was our quick walkthrough of your D2L course and your syllabus. I've hit just the highlights of what you need to know and what you need to do in order to be successful this semester. So please read through everything that's in that module in more detail. And let's go ahead and get started.